Right now we're at Port Huck, and this is where the Germans had their bunkers. And from here we overlook the ocean, and that's where they're able to shoot down. This is all very historical facts here, right? Okay, you've probably seen this before. Now this is one of the bunkers here. Of course, they all have cannons in them, as you know.
Robert,
Early, yeah.
there you have another bunker you can enter in.
Oh, okay.
This one is a bigger one.
A big one over there. We're down now at Port Huck, where you have Omaha Beach, and right next to it there's Hall. And everybody wants to. How are you, Messi? Look at all the big holes that are still left here on shore. Look at that. We're getting perfect treatment here with Buck, of course. They're driving us around, which is helpful for me because my hip is so bad. But this is really, I just can't say enough about it. There it is. Look at this. I'll tell you, Alec, I really want you to come down here with me. Betsy, you too, if you could. This is an experience that you must, in order to understand. Like I said, I stood on the Arizona Pearl Harbor, but when I walked through those cemetery with 9,000 men, and then you come up here and you see the bunkers, you can just imagine. They climbed the cliffs. The Rangers climbed those cliffs. No kidding. There's Buckaroo there. Those were the cliffs the Rangers climbed on D-Day against all those bunkers. Hello, Eves.
Yeah, everything okay?
2 days of battle here after Normandy, and then the Rangers took this and made it a medical place for their soldiers. It's amazing the size and the amount of 700 tons of bombs were dropped on this spot before they landed. And then it took 2 days to clean this out of the Germans so they could make it into a medical place for the rest of the Allied forces.
I got in the boat. When we pulled away, the water was rough and it was cold. And as we came in closer and closer to the shore, that's when we started seeing these 88s, or what the hell they were, flying over the top of us. You could see them, you know. Well, by that time, I had thrown up through my vomit bag. They gave us a bag. And my job was to hook the grappling hook on the rockets to fire the rope up the cliff. When they told us to load up, you know the last thing I said to myself? I didn't say it to myself, I said it to the guy upstairs. I said, dear God, don't let me drown. I want to get in and do what I'm supposed to do outside of Big Town.
I was the last man off, and the bullets was zipping by, but Not hit me, thank God.
If you see a vehicle coming off Random, that could be me, with a trailer on it.
I got a hold of the rope right in front of me and started up. And I got about 2/3 of the way up, and then this hellacious explosion. And the last thing that I saw was all of this mud, dirt, and rock coming down the cliff. And then I was knocked out. The next thing that I recall was I was buried up to about my waist. And I looked up and I could see this German up there and looking down like that. And he could have shot me right there if he wanted to, but I guess he figured I was gone, you know. So I looked around for my rifle. I had a Tommy gun. And it was some feet away, and I managed to squirm around and finally pull it out. And this fellow was still up there and looking around the other way. And I took a shot at him and pulled the trigger and it snapped. My gun was clogged up with mud.
Ooh.
And there I was. And I remember saying to myself, ain't this a hell of a note? Here I am in the damnedest war history and I don't have a gun.
The first thing
That's one I'll
about
come
the
in on.
beach that you notice is there are dead men all over. And the few that are still quivering or bleeding bad. There are a whole pile, and I actually literally mean a pile of terrified men leaning up against the seawall, one on top of another, not beside each other, but on top of one another, trying to get into the cover there. You see puffs of dust as machine gun bullets and rifle bullets are hitting in your area. You hear the smack of bullets as they hit into the breakwaters. And you can hear them go whing off and as they ricochet. But you can also hear that thump as they hit a rock. Scatter fragments of rocks all over the place. You would hear the artillery exploding behind you as they hit the boats on the water line, the shore line. And the rifle fire and the machine gun fire was just incessant as it cracked over your heads, as it hit into the breakwaters, as it chewed up the turf, as it banged into the road next to us. And it was one horrible noise after another with a lot of little nasty noises in between. And of course, when the artillery would hit near you, the whole ground would shake. You'd have dust and fragments and things like that come and litter around you. It was a scene from hell.
Well, my radio man was next to me on his boat, and we were struggling, and about to make the top when Bob says to me, Glenn, can you help me? And I said, what's wrong? He said, I don't have an ounce of strength left. I can't make it. And it was only about a foot or two to the top of the cliff. And I said, Bob, now that
Okay. Go ahead, Buck. This is okay. A special place for a special person.
They've just opened for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They used to open just on Saturdays.
Oh really?
Once a month.
Oh wow. Isn't that something?
But for
I
you,
love driving through the French countryside here. It's beautiful.
yeah.
The old churches, the old homes, and you know, just like it was when you were a kid. Like, you know, look at the backyards.
Take care. These are the steps.
Alors.
Bonjour. Juste 2 secondes. Je pense que t'es quand même là.
Thank you, sir.
Bonjour Olivier.
Merci.
Diego. Bonjour. Enchanté.
Isn't that something, huh? We're having a special meal here for Buck in this restaurant in France. Beautiful.
In the middle of everybody.
Isn't that something, eh?
What do you prefer there?
in this restaurant. This is all original from 1944. This home, everything, and the radio operator there, you know, connecting with the Allied forces. This is the first time it's open, and we're going to, getting back to what I was saying earlier, this is original from 1944 in this restaurant right here. Exactly as you see it, that's the way it was 78 years ago. Isn't that beautiful? It's amazing, the history here. Beautiful. Today we're having a meal here with Buck, and these people opened this restaurant specifically for him. This restaurant has a lot of history in it. As I mentioned before, if you look upstairs, this is all original. And so there was very heavy fighting in this city. Very heavy fighting. I'm going to have Randy, our co-host there. He's going to tell a little bit about the fighting. Just say a few words there, Randy.
Could I ask you something? I want to know the name of this waitress here. What's her name?
Mademoiselle Fricadelle. Okay, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about the battle here, Randy.
In current town, and in this town, the German paratroopers, the 6 Fallschirmjägers, fought the American paratroopers, and it had very heavy fighting for a few days, and finally the German paratroopers gave up.
And the name of this what's the name of this city?
Carentan.
Carentan. So that gives you the history. And so to be sitting here in this restaurant with Buck, yeah, well, this will pick up for us. But that was amazed me up there. That's all. Beautiful. We're down now at Port LaHuck, where you have Omaha Beach, and right next to it there's and everybody wants to. How are you, Messi? We're going into another museum now called the D-Day Museum. We went to one this morning, but this one is just as good. They're just everywhere. It's just amazing.
See the chairman. Look, look at the chairman.
The wheelchair is there.
Yeah. He made his days.
There is the press, so there are many questions, so maybe you can help us. Il parle français aussi.
Welcome.
Hello.
This is Buck.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
This is the press for you.
The French press.
French press, television, radio,
Media, everything.
newspaper.
Oh, it is?
That's for you. It's a pleasure too.
Newspaper man?
Yeah.
Vas-y Diego, on suit le...
Follow me, I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
You can get anything you need here. You can get it here. This is incredible.
We're going to translate.
I do.
91-year-old man behind me.
He's with you.
This is my boy. Not really my boy. This is
I was born in Belgium.
we came over here 3 years ago. He took care of me.
And this
Do
one,
you want a wheelchair for the visit because it's a long museum?
it is?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe?
I think I better. Yeah, to be safe, man. I
Machine
don't-
guns always had sidearms. So I give everybody in the kitchen a gun. And it come out in the Stars and Stripes. Did you ever hear the Stars and Stripes?
Yeah, it's a thing.
It came out that A Company captured 31 Germans. Night we dig in, and this little kid, about 9 years old, about 9 years, he'd be there every night when we dug in. So finally, Sergeant Richard, come here.
Okay, so hello, I am Francois. I'm working here at the D-Day Experience Museum, and I'm a guide and do different things. And on your request, I'm going to tell you a few words about my own family that was involved in the events here in Normandy on D-Day. One of my great-grandfathers, he was a member of the French resistance. He was collecting intelligence on the coastline, and he was arrested by the Gestapo in May of 1944. He was put into prison, and he was tortured and interrogated by the Gestapo up until June 6, 1944 on D-Day, when he was murdered by the Nazis. Still on my father's side in family, one of my great-grandmothers and one of my great-uncles, they were killed in the air bombings in the vicinity of Omaha Beach on D-Day as well. So, as I was saying, this is a real honor and privilege to have a veteran here today in the museum. So, thanks again.
No, I'm just no private with a BAR.
Thanks for your service, sir.
Right now we're on the D-Day Museum, which is the second museum, okay, and very interesting. I just saw the best movie I've ever seen done on Normandy. It was 45 minutes long, but it was so well done, and it was in 3D, and it really helps you understand the combat that went on here in France, in this whole area, you know, Normandy and all these different cities around here. And it was just a tremendous, I can't explain it, it's hard to believe. And of course Buck here, my good buddy right there, Buck, he's been treated like a rock star here.
Okay, what we're going to do is that we're going to head to the other end of the room so that we can go this way.
Yes.
You see this? This is Dick Winter's jacket.
Oh wow, no kidding, eh?
And this one is for his gut.
No kidding. Isn't that something? Unbelievable. All original stuff too, look at it.
You see this flag? It's the same one as in this picture.
Yeah, yeah, isn't that something? Most of the stuff in here is all original. All original. If there's a gun here, they actually have the original soldier or GI that fired that gun. This was all donated, and mostly by families of the original owner. So it's quite an experience to see all this.
We're gonna start the visit from there.
And of course, my leg gave out, and they have been just so gracious. They've been giving me a wheelchair, and it's just been incredible. Really, it has. No.
Right, so back to the museum. So as I was saying earlier, actually, most of the museum is dedicated to the airborne troops, since we're right in the middle, in the center of the airborne sector. So most of the museum is dedicated to the airborne troops, and in particular the 101st U.S. Airborne Division. So the very first part where we were is mostly dedicated to the preparation of D-Day,
right.
And afterwards the visitors go through the briefing and the flight simulator, which is a 7-minute recreation of the crossing of the channel aboard a real C-47.
Wow.
And afterwards, the visitors get into this room right here, which is dedicated to the events that took place, the actual events that took place on D-Day and after D-Day.
Lieutenant, I'll leave the door open. As soon as you get the latest weather report, send it over to me immediately. Soldiers, I need your attention. If the weather forecast is confirmed, in 5 minutes, you will be in the air, heading for France. You understand me? This is not an exercise. Tonight, we will be dropping over Normandy. You might as well call it California, or Kentucky, or West Virginia, my own state. Because we're fighting for something bigger than all that. A place with no borders, no limits. It's called liberty. If we should fail here and now, it will be our countries, our homes, our people, and the rest of the world who will fall and be trampled by the boots of fascism. Now, let's turn our attention to the mission. Our objective is counterattack. As you can see from the map, this village is a crossroads for multiple lines of communication. It is extremely strategic as it is between two U.S. landing beaches, Omaha and Utah. We must seize control, hold, and defend this position until our infantry can relieve us. We will be flown in by Colonel Krebs of the 440th Troop Carrier Group, consisting of 45 aircraft made up of 4 squadrons. We will be the 16th and last in our division to drop. This means by the time we hit the ground, the element of surprise will be long gone. So, be ready for the welcoming committee. And just in case you're wondering where I'll be, look at the first aircraft right ahead of you. To accomplish this mission, you will need courage, sharp instincts, a little luck, but most importantly, you will need your gear. Without it, you will not last long. Your helmet. You will be authorized to remove your helmet and use it as a champagne bucket once Hitler has surrendered. Until then, I do not want to see your heads. Your life vest. If for some reason something should happen midair and your bird does not make it to dry land, it will come in handy. Believe me. Your weapon. Your munitions. 1 frag grenade, 1 incendiary grenade, 1 gun, 1 anti-tank mine, and 2 knives. The jackknife. This is to cut away your chute once you've landed. I want you to always keep it handy. No guns tonight. Those are your orders. You have all been trained on how to dispose of your enemy quietly. So, I do not need to tell you what to do with a large knife. No prisoners tonight. They will only slow you down. One, cricket. We will be under cover of night. It will be foggy, and visibility will be less than 3 feet. Before attacking an approaching shadow, make certain that shadow is not a friendly. It is out of the question to speak, so use this code. 1 click asks, and 2 clicks confirms a friendly. This cricket could save your life. Do not lose it. If you should lose your cricket, memorize the passwords. If you say flash, you say thunder, and then the response is welcome. I guarantee you, no German will be able to correctly pronounce these words. So, if you hear thunder or welcome, kill it. Dog tags. So we know who to send our condolences to. One dose of morphine. If you are wounded and an enemy hears you scream, you will not last long. Use your morphine. It is in your med kit. This is your med kit. Do not use it for another wounded soldier. Use his kit. I hope you never have to use it. Captain Morgan will distribute 2 anti-motion sickness pills. The flight may be bumpy, and we don't want you losing your lunch on the plane. Make sure you have all of your... Excuse me. Yes, Lieutenant. The weather report's not great, but since we're not going on vacation, this will not postpone the mission. Soldiers, the operation is confirmed. The Supreme Commander, General Eisenhower, has ordered us to go and asked me to give you this message. Sergeant, pass this message out. Tomorrow will be the 6th of June, 1944. I can guarantee you this will be a date remembered throughout history. Failure is not an option. There's no one coming after us. The fate of the world is in our hands, here and now. Men, I'm not a religious man, and I do not know your feelings on the matter, but I would ask you all to pray with me now for the success of the mission ahead. God Almighty, in a few short hours, we will be in battle with the enemy. We do not join battle afraid. We do not ask for favors or indulgence, but ask that, if you will, you use us as your instrument for the right and an aid in returning peace to this world. We do not know or see what our fate will be. We ask only this, that if die we must, let us die as men would die, without complaining, without pleading, and safe in the feeling that we did our best for what we believed was right. Dear Lord, protect our loved ones and be near us in the fire ahead, and with us now as we pray to you. I'll meet you all next year in Kansas City at the Muleback Hotel. It's time to embark. The engines are warmed up. Your taxis await you. Good luck. And I will see you all on Drop Zone D. Move out.
Now this is the original right here. Wow. Wow, I'm going in there. Get there. Yeah, thank you. This is the original plane, believe it or not, that took them into... That's one of the originals.
Ah oui. Come on.
Merci. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, merci. Wow. Can you imagine that? Oh.
Je me demande si au milieu ce serait pas mieux pour lui. C'est peut-être mieux au milieu pour lui. Parce que c'est là où on est plus de
So this is what it would be like. This is actual simulator. So you're going to feel what it's like being in a C-47.
Are you ready?
When the
Wheelman jump without.
Contact.
Merci, it's okay. So we all get to sit in here. This is an actual simulator, but the plane was actually used in dropping the men off from England to Normandy. So it's quite a deal. You're my friend. You're my girlfriend. You're my French friend. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
So many surprises.
Ouais, c'est un enfant.
Wow. Oh man.
Attends, moi je...
There's something in
Ça
it.
c'est pas mal.
Yeah. Okay.
Rémi, tu prends des photos, hein?
Go back and get two more. D47, C47. And then have pull it in glider, and turn them over, and then they find a place to land, but all the time they just pack up. I've seen too many of them.
Okay.
Everybody's ready?
Okay. Shh, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Get ready to be dropped above Normandy. Hope you'll have a safe travel. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you.
Ready to jump?
Who's going to say the prayer?
Oh man.
Somebody say the prayer, somebody.
Lord, save us during this trip.
There you go. Lord, save us.
Amen.
There is no atheist
Yeah.
in the second division.
Oh, they're firing up the engines now. Yeah, this is the original plane, and then David Spielberg bought it, and then they mixed it up in this, the way it was you saw inside for the movie. It's like you're really in there. You can imagine what it was like. This is what you see all over France, different places you go. Man, oh man. There's an old Sherman there. And the weather's starting to change on us. Hey! I gotta get the Kang out of here. Okay, so the car's over here. Bring the car.